Hey everybody, how is it going? It's TheCrystalFlaaffy and welcome to our second session, our second Showdown live session with this team in Showdown Small Gun OU. We're gonna still be using the same team from the last episode with the Flying AMZ Salamence, and we're just gonna get a battle right away. Not much of an intro to do for this at all. We had quite a long intro in the last session, so we don't need a long one for this. And as we see, our opponent has Mamoswine, Scizor, Toxapex, Ferrothorn, not Ferroseed, Xurkitree, and Pheromosa. So he has two potential rockers with his Mamoswine and his Ferroseed, but we're gonna lead off with Pheromosa because she can Focus Blast either of the two. Our opponent may also want to lead with their own Pheromosa. If that's the case, we're just gonna hard swap. We're not going to risk the speed tie with the U-turn. I don't really feel like doing that, so we'll just hard swap out. But it'll be interesting to find out whether his Pheromosa is physical or special as he goes into his Scizor first, which is most likely going to be a Mega, because it's his only Mega option. Which makes me want to go out into our Magnezone. So please just don't go for U-turn, as he does go for U-turn, predicting that. Alright. That was a very obvious switch on my part, so understandable. As the only switch-in we have for Mamoswine would be our Tapu Fini, so we're gonna go for that, as this is definitely an offensive Mamoswine, as we're a physically defensive Tapu Fini. So let's just go for the Surf. Let's go for the Surf. It's not gonna do much to the Ferrothorn, but it's some good chip damage, some good chip. As actually we can go out into our Magnezone right here, barring he doesn't double out. We can go into our Magnezone and just get and take this thing out with an HP fire or two. Because if he's like Spadef, he's probably gonna survive it, as he does double out into his Toxapex. So he's definitely not gonna stay in. He's definitely not going to stay in with his Toxapex against our Magnezone, so I do want to just Flash Cannon predicting the Mamoswine to come in, as it does, and we get to bring it down to its Sash, so that's good that this thing is almost dead. It is almost dead. And let's see, what can we do? We can go back out into our Tapu Fini, but I don't want to risk this thing, because this thing will be able to two-hit KO our Tapu Fini from this range. Do I want to risk the swap out into Mamoswine? I'm not into Mamoswine, to Salamence. First, though, I do want to check if our Salamence is O-code by Ice Shard. I'm pretty sure it is. Ice Shard, yeah, definitely O-code by Ice Shard. So let's see. What if we get it to -1? Still does a hell of a lot of damage. So we do not want to do that. But how much does he do to... How much does an Earthquake plus an Ice Shard do to our Kartana? Let's see, and he's not -1 anymore. So Earthquake, 76, plus 30. So yeah, he'll definitely be able to... He definitely has a good chance of taking out our Kartana. So... And I do want to do one more calc, because I don't want to... Nope, that's not what I'm supposed to be typing in. Pheromosa. I was trying to type in the nickname. Let's see. Yeah, Earthquake does a lot. Okay, so let's see. Do we just go to the Tapu Fini? Like, I don't want to go to the Tapu Fini because we can use that Tapu Fini for the Pheromosa and the Scizor, as well as maybe the Toxapex. Let's see. Who do we sack off? Because we're not sacking off the Magnezone. Let's go into our Landorus. As he gets up his Stealth Rock. Okay. So he's definitely going to Ice Shard or Icicle Crash. Do I want to get out my rocks? How much did that Ice Shard do? 84%. Okay. No, I want to go out into our... No, I'm not going to U-turn, because that'll just give him the initiative if he stays in and decides to sack off his Mamoswine. So we won't go for the U-turn, we'll just Earthquake. Which would do a decent amount to his entire team. He has no resist. He has two Well, he has a resistant Pheromosa, but come on, Pheromosa isn't surviving much. So, as he goes for the Icicle Spear, please get 3. Only gets 2. Okay, there we go. It's a good thing he did not get 4. If he got 4, definitely, as you can see, he would have taken us out, and this would have just been a straight up sack for our Landorus, which was really why I sent him in, but I would have preferred not to, so it's better that he didn't. So he's definitely going to U-turn here. He's definitely going to U-turn. As we can go into our Mamoswine. We can. But if he goes out, no, you know, we're going to go into our Mamoswine. Don't worry, it's fine. If he U-turns out, he can only go out into his Pheromosa. That's the only thing that can really do something to us. So we're going to have to, as he goes out into his Xurkitree. Okay. Well, we'll Volt Switch here as he goes for the Z Hypnosis, definitely. Oh, Z Electric Terrain. Okay. So that Volt Switch does quite a bit. As he gets to +1 speed. What is +1 speed hitting? I don't know if he outspeeds us. But he would have to be... He would have to have, like, Hidden Power Fire or something to take out our Kartana, right? Let's see, what does our Kartana do for us? It can Sacred Sword the Ferrothorn. I don't know why I keep mixing that up. So, Sacred Sword the Ferrothorn. Can Sacred Seed the Scizor as well, do some decent damage, and Leaf Blade the Toxapex. But other than that, it's not really helping us out too much. I do want to get in our Tapu Fini to Defog at some point, but I feel like right now Kartana is our only switch. We can go back out into our Magnezone afterwards, and with the Electric Terrain definitely be able to take this thing out. As we gotta go for the Leaf Blade, as this thing just destroys us. Okay, that is scary. This thing, Xurkitree is a scary mon. It is. But I really think that the Thunderbolt should take it out. It's 20 points higher, or 20 base power higher than Volt Switch. Volt Switch did 42, so we should be able to do a solid 18 more. As we do barely survive that, and we don't take it out. We don't take it out, okay. This is actually very scary now. What to do? I do not think that we have anything that can tank a hit from this. And definitely can't outspeed it. This Xurkitree might as well be sweeping us right now. Well, it's most likely going to be sweeping us right now. Because we do not have priority. Ooh, I should have definitely thought about that beforehand. Well, when building this team. Well, we just gotta go for the Volt Switch and let it go down. I'm pretty sure a +2 Thunderbolt does take out Salamence. Let's see. Let's pull up Salamence. And what was it called? Xurkitree, yeah. OU Zemu Sweeper. And let's put up Electric Terrain. Even with just the Electric Terrain, it already potentially Yoko's, and that's not even at +1. And he's at +2 right now, so... Okay. And he most likely has HP Ice too, okay. What does this hit, though? I need to know what this speed hits. So it's plus, what, 145? So... Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure he doesn't outspeed our Pheromosa. Let me see. Let's open up the calculator on my phone so I don't have to open up something like on here. So what was it, 291? Yeah, 291 plus 50%. Where's the percent button on my phone? There it is. Yeah, he's at 436.5, so 437. So we do outspeed. We do outspeed. So we sacked our Kartana for nothing. We sacked our Cortana for nothing, but it's okay though. It's okay. At least for now, for next time, we know. We know that at +1, Xurkitree does not outspeed Pheromosa. Well, Timid or Jolly Pheromosa. And especially now that we're at +1, it wouldn't have outsped us guaranteed, you know? But I like seeing that electric terrain, or Z electric terrain. I know Z Hypnosis was very common. And obviously for the chance to put your opponent to sleep so you can get free damage off. But then of course Hypnosis has what, like 70 accuracy, so Z Electric Terrain is actually a lot, well, not a lot better. It has its pros and cons. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I feel like he's just going to start setting up. As I am going to go to the top with Feeny, hopefully get the defog. We can take 2 more bullet punches, but I'm afraid of him setting up. But I do want to get rid of these rocks. I definitely do. I want our Salamence to get in for free, essentially, or at least at full. I don't want our Salamence to take unnecessary damage. As in comes his Ferrothorn, which is okay, it's okay. He's probably going to start setting up again right here. But do I risk the Gyro Ball and go out into Pheromosa? First I do want to see, I know I'm calculating lots, guys, sorry about that, but there's a lot of things that I don't know about Gen 7 meta yet, so I'm still learning. Ferrothorn. Our Focus Blast is an OHKO, but of course Gyro Ball is an OHKO on us, so... Well, that's really what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Focus Blast was an OHKO. What if this is a sassy one? Still an OHKO. And even at sassy, 252, still an OHKO. Alright, good to know, good to know. Do I think a +1 Earthquake would do enough, or +1 Supersonic Sky Strike? Salamence. Because Gyro Ball does a lot, but let's see, +1. What if I were to put... How do I calculate Supersonic Sky Strike? Let's just put... I think it's like 170. Let's put it 170, because I'm pretty sure the power's around there. It does have a chance to OHKO. And Earthquake does 30, whatever. Let's just go out into our... Because the timer is running low on us, so... Just gonna go out into our... Landorus! Oh my god, I couldn't remember the name! I could not remember the name for the life of me. But we're just gonna get up our rocks here. He doesn't have a rocker anymore, unless he's running a double rocker with his Ferrothorn. So, we shouldn't have to worry about him setting up any more hazards, unless he sets up a spike or something. We should be fine. But a spike is less intimidating than Stealth Rocks right now, because 2 out of the 4 mons we have are in the air. We're most likely not sweeping with Pheromosa, so as he does go for the spike, okay. We're gonna go for the Earthquake now. Do a good 29%, as Bullet Punch with on our Pheromosa is gonna KO anyway. That's the only thing that this spikes have me worrying about. And I feel like he's gonna swap now, or he's gonna go for the kill. But I don't feel like he wants to take any Rocky Helmet damage. But we take Iron Barb's damage anyway if we U-turn, so let's just get off this Earthquake. As he goes for the Leech Seed, he's gonna get back 1%. Whatever, that's fine. As we can actually bring in our... How much does Salamence take from a Bullet Punch, though? How much does Salamence take from a Bullet Punch? Let's just go with this. Takes 40%. Oh, 41% max at neutral. And this is more of a defensive build. Which, looking at his team, probably be more of an offensive one. So, this would do a lot more. So let's see. Let's bring in our Salamence. Let's bring in our Salamence and go for... I don't want to Dragon Dance right away. How much did Earthquake do to Ferrothorn again? And let's put this at neutral because we are neutral. 21 to 25%. That's not enough. That's not enough. Because Gyro Ball plus Bullet Punch would take us out. So... And I don't want to waste the Supersonic Sky Strike on this Ferrothorn. Should have gone out into Pheromosa. That would have been the better play. And the timer is actually running low. So let's just go for the Dragon Dance. Let's just go for the Dragon Dance. As he does indeed go for the Gyro Ball. Actually, he got a low roll on that Gyro Ball. I'm pretty sure it could do like 50%. Yeah, okay. So maybe we have a good chance of taking him out right here. Let's see. Earthquake 32 to 37. Ooh, it's a roll. It's a roll, but we gotta take it. We gotta take it. And we have to get this... we have a slim chance of not killing. We gotta hope that we get a high enough roll, though. Come on. Let's see. Let us see. But that Xurkitree really did a solid dent in our team. It really did. If it weren't for that Xurkitree, we would have... Well, if I had gone out into the Pheromosa earlier... Damn it, we got like the lowest of rolls we possibly could have. Or his thing is a bit more defensive than the suggested spread. But now we're definitely taken out by a Bullet Punch. So we can't stay in. We can't stay in against this Scizor. We gotta switch. As Bullet Punch honestly just takes care of our entire team. Just in case, let's go for the Supersonic Sky Strike. As he is not running max offense, so we are able to live it, and we can take him out. So we don't have to worry about going down to Leech Seed. And the Toxapex comes in. Don't be Baneful Bunker. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Salamence Z, Flyinium Z, Fly Salamence coming through. And we can just Dragon Claw. We don't have to worry about going for Fly. There we go. There we go. We got off a sweep of our own to counteract his Xurkitree sweep. Okay. And we got up to 1405. I did check like what the lowest was on the OU ladder. And I think it was 16 something. I'm working my way up. I will get there. Hopefully. I do hope to. As we're going to look for a second match and find one right away. As we see we have a Charizard, which is definitely Mega. It's Tapu Bulu, which I love. Tapu Bulu is an amazing mon. With Magnezone, Landorus, Muck, and Tapu Fini. So let's see. He only has one rocker in that Landorus. So that's definitely going to be his rocker. And he's most likely going to lead with it. So I do want to lead off with our Pheromosa. As he leads with his Muck. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do here against this Muck? Do we just Focus Blast right away? Do we just Focus Blast? Pheromosa. And let's see. Muck. Alolan. OU. Let's see. If he's Assault Vested, Focus Blast does 50%. Okay. So we're just going to U-turn on out. U-turn on out. That did 31%. Okay, so doesn't really tell much to what he is. As we're going to go into our Landorus, as he goes for the Pursuit. Ooh. And he got the Poison Touch, Poison. But that doesn't matter. Poison isn't really that harmful against Pheromosa, since all she wants to do is just get in there and wreck stuff. So let's see. He might pull a switch into his own Tapu Fini right here. Definitely not going to go into his Charizard or his Tapu Bulu. Well, he might go into his Tapu Bulu. Yeah, Tapu Bulu seems like a good switch to me. As I'm just going to U-turn, predicting the switch. As he stays in. What's he doing? Let's go out into our Magnezone then. As he goes for a knockoff. Gets rid of our Assault Fist, which does suck. Why would he stay in? We could have just Earthquaked. We could have just Earthquaked. as we're just gonna Volt Switch out. So he's definitely Magnet Pull, most likely Scarfed. Most likely Scarfed Magnezone, because he knew he would outspeed us. As we're just gonna go out into our... Ooh, wait. Yeah, we're definitely just gonna go out into our Landorus. Or do we want to go out into just... Or do we just want to go out into Salamence and just sweep from here? We can, but he does have that Landorus, which does stop us. So we're gonna go into our own Landorus, as he's definitely not gonna be HP Ice, since he did come in against our Magnezone, which shows that he'd be HP Fighting or Fire or Ground. So he's most likely, he's definitely not gonna have HP Ice. So we're just gonna get up our rocks here, as he does go into his own Landorus, predicting the Earthquake, which is what we did not go for. So we are going to go into our Tapu Fini, so we should be able to take any hit this thing wants to throw at us, and if he wants to get up his own rocks, we can defog if we decide to, but I don't think I will, because I'd rather keep up our rocks since he has that Charizard in the back. So as he goes for the knockoff, so this shows that he might be offensive, as we can surf here, but he can go into his own Tapu Fini or his Tapu Bulu, so I do want to Moonblast instead. I can Calm Mind, but if he brings in that Tapu Bulu, we're definitely going to go down. And he can bring in that Magnezone. Let's just go for the Moonblast. It's the safe mid-ground play. Out of his 3 switch-ins, 2 of them would have resisted Surf, whereas only 1 resist Moonblast. But let's see, that did 13%. Does that show that he's Assault Vested or not? Let's see. Tapu Fini. Oh, not Fifi. Fini. Let's see. And Magnezone. Let's say he's the same Assault Vested like ours is. Moonblast does 11 to 13. And let's say if he wasn't Assault Vest. Let's say if he was a Scarf Magnezone. Oh, yeah, Scarf, not Specs. Alright, so he's definitely Assault Vest. He's definitely an Assault Vest Magnezone. So we're going to go out into our Landorus again, take the Thunderbolt or Volt Switch, just eat it up, as he definitely has to switch out. He definitely, well, he could be Specs. Maybe he could be Specs. Let's see, Magnezone, because I don't know if Specs runs HP or not. It does, but still not enough to bring that Moonblast down to 13%. So he's definitely an Assault Vest Magnezone. Now, last time he went to his Landorus predicting the Earthquake, so we're just going to Stone Edge, as he stays in, and is probably going to go for the Flash Cannon. Alright, but it's also good to see that we outspeed, just proving the fact that he is not Scarfed. So we're going to Earthquake here. He's most likely going to switch out into his Landorus now, or his Charizard, or maybe even his Tapu Bulu. Those are 3 solid switch-ins he has, but we can work around it. Let's see. He's most likely Charizard Y, now that I look at it, because he does have the 3 physical attackers here, and then only 2 special, so there's a solid chance that he is Charizard Y. Anything that really walls his team, like just looking at his team, there's nothing like that pops out at me, so I'm not too certain just yet. As in comes the Tapu Bulu. Okay, this is what I was fearing. This is indeed what I was fearing. Now we don't really have a Tapu Bulu switch-in if this thing has superpower. Like this here is our Tapu Bulu switch-in. As, let's see, we can go to Kartana. We can go to Kartana and Smart Strike. We don't need our Kartana for anything specific, so we can just come in and we're gonna Smart Strike this thing. We did break. Oh, okay. I was like, did I have leftovers on this thing by accident? When I meant to have Focus Sash, but it was just the Grassy Terrain. But we're gonna go for the Smart Strike. He's gonna switch into his Landorus, which is solid play. But getting off some damage on this Landorus is really good for us. It is really good. As I do want to go out into my Tapu Fini, not my Landorus. I couldn't go into my Landorus, take the Earthquake, but I do want to go into my Tapu Fini. As now, Moonblast is definitely 100% the play that we go for, as it'll do a decent amount of damage to the Tapu Bulu. Does 44%, and we get the special attack drop, which means nothing. So, you know, we can also go back out into our our Kartana again, so we're gonna do that. As he goes for the Horn Leech again. Can his Landers take another one though? And the way he's playing this Tapu Bulu shows me that he's most likely choiced in some way. He's definitely not Scarfed. If he was Scarfed, he would have stayed in, because then he would know he'd outspeed us. And we're under the grassy terrain, so a Leaf Blade can most likely take out that Landorus. So if he switches back out to it, we're going to stay in. As he goes out into his Tapu Fini, and we're going to Smart Strike. This should do a decent amount. Alright, now I don't see this thing going for anything other than a Defog. I definitely don't. So I'm going to set up a Swords Dance. As he does go for the Defog indeed, and I don't feel like there's anything that this thing can do to us. And at +4, I'm pretty sure we can OHKO Charizard with a Smart Strike. As he goes for the Nature's Madness, which isn't scary for me to me at all. Let's see, let's get our Kartana here. Did I click it? Yeah, I did, okay. Oh no, it's lagging. Tapu Fini. Let's say he's defensive because he did show Defog. Moonblast does about 30%. So he does take us out from here. So let's go for the Leaf Blade. Just take him out. And we get the +1 speed. We're at +4 attack. Even without the rocks. Okay, he brought us down to +3. But the Landorus is still gone. He's most likely not Scarfed. I'm pretty sure he would not be Scarfed. Let's see if we can figure that out. As he's not, okay, and we take him out. Get to +2 speed, as in should come the Charizard. Getting a nice little mini sweep here with Origami. As in comes the Charizard, as we can get off a Smart Strike, as he's Charizard X. Okay. But we did a good 30%, or 50%, and we should still outspeed. Yeah, we do still outspeed. And we can get off another Smart Strike. As there goes the Dragon Claw. And I'm pretty sure our Tapu Fini is at a solid enough amount of HP to live any one hit from this thing. And we can just go for the Moonblast. If he decides to switch, still take out any of his Mons. As he was actually Charizard X, which is what I did not predict, so there you go. And we don't have our switch in anymore for this, so we just gotta stay in and let Ariel go down, let her just sack Ariel off. But seeing as he went for the Horn Leech, we can go out into Dreamer our Salamence for the late game cleanup. We do outspeed, so we can just go for the Z Supersonic Sky Strike, but we do want to Dragon Dance because I knew he was gonna switch. And even with the, I don't know if with the train up he would live, so like I don't know if with the train up he would live a Earthquake, so we're just gonna Dragon Claw. That should take him out just fine. And now +2 with the Moxie, we can definitely take this Tapu Bulu out with a Supersonic Sky Strike. So that's good to see. We got 2 wins this live. 2 wins this live actually makes me really happy. I did do some playing off screen. Opponent left, so I couldn't throw up the GG. Oh, I forgot to throw up the GG for the last guy. Well, I don't remember if he left right away. But we got 2 wins this live, which is really good. I think we got 2 wins. No, last live we had 1 win, 1 loss. But I did some games like between lives just for fun or whatever, and I managed to get a lot of losses. So I got a couple wins, but mostly losses. So getting 2 wins this live does make me feel a lot better about this team and whatnot. I seem to be playing a lot better when I'm recording, so I should do that more often. But anyway, we're going to wrap up the live here. We got 2 battles, got it around 30 minutes, so we're going to keep it at that. I've been thinking, guys, for Showdown Lives, I want to upload them Tuesday and Thursday, both being 2 half-hour sessions. But then I kind of want to put like a 3rd session that would go up on like Saturday or Sunday. That would be an hour long. So like it'd be 2 half hours and then 1 hour. An hour of power! But anyway, I'll keep thinking about that, and you guys will find out on Saturday or Sunday if an hour long live comes up, if I decided to do it. But anyway, make sure you guys like the like button down below for me if you enjoyed, and comment below answering the question, not question of the day, because this doesn't have a question of the day, but just giving feedback on the team and whatnot, and showing some support, and also giving criticism on how I can improve my battling. Yeah, because that's important. But also, subscribe if you want to stay updated for the next video. And there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I'll try to leave the team down below in the description for anybody that wants to try it out. So yeah, I'll definitely try to remember to do that. And I should have already done it in the last video as well. But anyway, have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you guys all next time.